I've officially started my keto journey for like 2 weeks now. I've been on my keto diet, and this is one of the favorite thing I like to drink, this bulletproof coffee. So this is just simply coffee and double cream. That's coffee, a teaspoon of coffee, 2 tablespoons of double cream, and about a tablespoon of coconut oil. That's what is in here. The time currently now is 15:34. This is the first thing I'm taking for the day. So I've been fasting, and when I do my keto diet, I just fast until my body can carry. And the first thing I take is this bulletproof coffee. I don't usually take it every day, but I like to take it if I'm very hungry but I don't really want to eat. Why are you troubling my video, Chineye? So I'm just going to give you guys a breakdown of the calorie, like how. Come on, I'm the struggle of making content there with a 16-month-old. Anyway, I'm just going to give you guys a breakdown on like the carbohydrates and the calorie on this and how I tend to track it. At this point now, I don't track it because I've been on keto diet before, so I already know the kind of things and the portion I take. So coffee, obviously, coffee and water, it's like 0 calorie. Like it's not something you should bother. Like coffee and plain water, fine. But where you should be concerned is the double cream and the coconut oil. And just as I've said before, keto diet is more like a high fat, low carb and protein. So I'm doing 25 gram of net carb. My net carb is 25 gram. I think, let me go and check. I pasted this in my wall. So I know over the years, most of you have been seeing this right up in my kitchen, maybe sometimes in my fridge and sometimes on my cabinet. So over here, I've got 75, my net carb, I do 25 gram of net carb. My protein is 26 gram and my fat is 121 gram. So I try to stick to this, and my total calorie for the day, I try to stay within 158 calories. 1,580 calories. Sorry, I don't know what I'm missing the 0. So I like to stay within this, and because when I started keto, I was doing most of the measurement, and after some time I was not really bothered about the measurement because I already know what it looks like. I don't use my scale anymore. So but today I'm just going to show you guys how I tend to count all this net carb, 25, what is net carb, protein, fat. I'm going to show you guys. So just as I said, coffee, there is nothing like the nutritional. Coffee is just plain. You know, if you're fasting, you can take plain coffee with water. That's fine. Or tea bag, like it's okay. It's basically 0 calorie. So, but now I've got double cream here, 2 tablespoons of double cream. And this double cream states that 2 tablespoons is 30 mils. And that 2 tablespoons, the carbohydrate is 0.5 gram. The carbohydrate in it, and the fiber is 0. So if there were to be fiber, I would just simply deduct the fiber from the carbohydrate. So for instance, now if there were let me give an instance, 50 gram of carbohydrate in something, and the fiber says 49 gram. So my net carb is 1 gram because I'll just deduct the 49 gram from the 50. This is an example. So that's why now I don't need to deduct anything. So my carbohydrate in this cup of bulletproof coffee now is 0.5 gram. And then the fat is 15.2 gram. The fat in this cup, 15.2 gram. Remember, keto diet, just as I said, keto diet is a high fat, low carb diet. I remember my fat for the day is 121, so all I do is just deduct. But I'm not deducting yet because I added about a tablespoon of coconut oil. So I have to go to the nutritional fact of coconut oil. This coconut oil states that the carbohydrate is less than 0.5 gram. The fiber is less than 0.5 gram. So if I deduct the fiber from the carbohydrate, then I get my net carb. So my net carb is still like basically nothing, like 0. I will say 0 because it's coconut oil. So it's more of fat. So the fat here for 100 gram of coconut oil, it is 100 gram. 100 gram of coconut oil is 100 gram of fat. But I added 1 tablespoon. So I can't really remember how many gram of fat is in 1 tablespoon. So if you just go on Google, you search it, one tablespoon of coconut oil, how many gram is it? Then you know how many. I think basically it's just easy. I don't know if you guys understand. So that's how I tend to calculate the fat content of this, the carbohydrate content of this, and then I tend to deduct it. So there are many useful apps on Play Store, or what's it called, Apple Store. Yeah, I think Google Play is for Android, yeah, and Apple Store is for iPhone. So there are so many useful apps. Just search. That's what I did. I never paid my previous keto journey. I never paid for any app for my keto, and it looks quite oily, but trust me, this thing is super filling. This is the first meal of the day, first thing I'm drinking. Yeah, so drinking this, basically I've broken my fast. So any other thing I want to eat now, I'll just do the same kind of calculation, but I don't do that anymore because I already have that idea. Chineye, you're distracting my video, and that's not nice. So just as I said, just play around Google Store, look for apps. You don't have to pay. If you want to pay, that's up to you, but you don't really have to pay. There are some free apps that can help you. Just input all this information, then you already have your target goal there, and it just keeps deducting, and then you know what you're getting. So let me enjoy my bulletproof coffee. It's quite oily. Looking at it, it's quite oily, but sometimes, yeah, I just forgot something. I've got this, I don't know how to pronounce this, erythritol or what. It's like an alternative for sugar. So this says that the carbohydrate is per 100 gram is 100 gram of carbohydrates. So what I usually do, if I want to give myself a nice treat, I just put like half a tablespoon or half. So if I feel like I want to reduce my calorie intake more, I just skip it. I can drink it on its own. Sometimes if I want to just give myself like a sweet treat, I add it into it. I know that when you add it, you have more calorie to it. I don't know if you understand, although it's low calorie, but sometimes you just want to discipline yourself more. Sometimes I don't go with coconut oil, I just go with double cream because I want a fewer calorie. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, sometimes I just do coffee and double cream. Sometimes I just do coffee and coconut oil, like simple. So the less ingredients, the lower the calorie. I don't know if that makes sense. So let's drink. I've been talking too much. I don't know if this my explanation might help somebody. Yeah, this is super filling, it's rich, and just so you know, keto diet is not for everybody. Every information I'm sharing here, I'm not a it's just based on my experience. I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor. If you want to embark on a keto diet, you need to speak to your doctor, make sure it's safe. Keto diet is definitely not for everybody, so don't just jump into keto diet because it's making someone else to lose weight. It might not be for you. You might have some health complications if you're not perfectly sound to go on a keto diet. Definitely, if you have high cholesterol, I don't think you should go on a keto diet because it's more of high fat. Why am I speaking slowly? It's just an information share.
You're making secret, expert.
No, it's not expert. I'm just trying to tell them, like, so they know. It's not for your
husband.
You don't have health condition, yeah. So
not health condition.
Yeah, so if you can go on keto diet. It's super filling. Like if I drink it, I won't even eat for the day. It's so good, honestly.
Okay.